1, clap. So could you tell me when it's 1/4 and then we have to stop? I have to stop at 1/4 because I'm chipping off to see a client. Meanwhile, here we are at Holland Park doing the shenanigans. And this one is about something, Bertie and I were in an open group, I think it was last week in Swiss Cottage. No, it was in South Kent at College of Psychic Studies. And one of the main themes, I think there were 9 of us, one of the main themes was about men and friendship. And sadly, unfortunately, I've realised, I think this year more than ever, that it's not normal for, there's a wasp near Bertie's arm, it's alright. It's not normal, it seems, for men to actually have friends, like real friends or good friends or friends they can tell the truth with, or just hang out and not think what's going on and what does he think and what should I do and all of that. So it's I guess like a sense of belonging, of acceptance, of community, of just being rather than having something to do. And it's very easy for men, it's actually very joyous for men to get together and do something, so there's a focus on something that's being created. But it seems that after school even, the community, the environment's just not naturally there, that this is who we are, what should we do? And then time goes, so need to study, need to work, earn money, need to keep, I don't know, find a girlfriend, chase women or boyfriend, whatever it is, take care of the relationship, and all of that can be a distraction, and the male friendships can be forgotten about or just fall by the wayside because now I need to do this thing. And then could come earning more money and buying a property, or parenthood. And very often I find with parenthood, then the only blokes that these men get to hang out with can be their children's friends' parents, because it's convenient and there's a lack of time. Where what I love about the men's groups and men's speak is we get a chance to hang out, be clear about who we are, where we're coming from, what's going on, and it's not a show and tell or a competition or a victim support group or anything. It's this is me right now and this is what's happening, and everyone just gets to hang out. Usually after the groups in South Kent we go to prep for an hour or so and just hang out and chat and stuff like that. But the fear that so many men have of what do we do? How do I make a friend? They're people I kind of like and want to hang out with, but what do I do? One thing that I brought up is in my day when I was a kid in the 70s, 80s, there was all this, well, you know, the gay thing. If you're too close, then what if people think, and you know, all of that. I don't think it's as strong these days, but the fears and the fantasies of what will people think, or will I drive this person away, or I better not even get too involved because when it goes sour then I'll really be hurt. So there are all of these things. The 19th of November is International Men's Day, and what we decided to do for that is go back to the farm that we had men camp. I think it was June that we did the camping weekend, and we had men fire where we sat around the fire and hung out and stuff. So I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but we've got the farm for the 19th, which I don't remember what day it is. I think it's Sunday maybe. So we can walk, we can build a fire. If the weather's a bit crappy, then there's the huge indoor lounge with the wood burning stove. There's the huge dining room, maybe instruments and stuff, maybe cook, whatever. It'll come together, but a space to hang out. Same at the groups. It's a space to be real, hang out, and what's beginning to happen more and more, especially as it's being discussed in the groups, people are saying, actually, this is what I'm doing, do you want to hang out? Or saying to each other, well, you know, we've seen each other a couple of times at 5 Rhythms and we've seen each other in the groups, let's go there. Or I'm really into going to the forest as well, so I'll tell you when I'm going, you tell me when you're going, let's just see if our slots match. And things are big. Blokes are allowed to have friends without being competitive or having to fix something or pretend to be, I don't know, sex fiends on heat or football supporters in a frenzy. It's like all of that's kind of okay, but hanging out, being us and whatever goes. Same quirky taste in movies, or it's a new paradigm. When I remember in the mid-80s, I had a best friend called Al. Al lives in the States, we still hang out. It's like, well, our relationship was great, and we would rather hang out than go dating sometimes if it was just a date for the sake of should be dating. And we came up with issues of what's wrong with us. Is one of or both of us secretly gay? Or this isn't normal around us, what do we think? What do our mums think? Leave alone what other people think. And there was one book on the shelves that we found called Men and Friendship. I have no idea what it says. That was the 80s. Now there are quite a few books around about men and masculinity, men and friendship, men and communication, men and emotions, men and this, that and the other. And it's good. From the Data book, The Way of the Superior Man, Biddulph, Manhood, what's that one? No More Mr. Nice Guy. I don't remember what his name is, but what's his name? Robert Glover. So now, with these books coming out, there's permission for us to be authentically us, rather than a man is this act that you need to be and buy and sell to others, otherwise there's something wrong with you. So the invitation is text someone or message someone or three people and say, hey, long time, do you fancy hanging out sometime? Or do you fancy, I'm going to go and see this, or I'm going to go to walk in this forest, or do you fancy it? And they might say yes, they might say no, they might say, I thought I dumped you ages ago. Whatever, reach out, come to groups, whether it's live or online, or even if it's a camping, or if we go to comedy, whatever, just come and hang out and get back in the swing of being with yourself around other people, and then see if you want that to go further in any way with your own growth and personal development, in any way with community and hanging out and, you know, being part of that, or in any way I'm out of here, but at least I know what doesn't work for me. But I would say, especially now that the silly season with summer is over, autumn is here, the leaves are dropping, nature is changing, do something, take part, and come and play. Next month we'll show you the new Men's Speak logo, which is brilliant. I need to put out an email as well, you know, with all the groups and everything that's going on. I've got a second Men Facilitate training, which is not only for therapists and coaches and people like that, it's also for individuals that want to pick up the skills for communication and being with people. And, you know, it's not even running a group, it's just being part of things. My coffee buzz is running low, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to wind down slowly. Bertie will stop the stop button soon, and this can go all out on social media, which is a place where people can pretend to be friends and like each other and not say, actually that was a crap picture of your meal, can you stop boring me? But, you know, everyone has to be nice. What I'm offering is something a little bit more authentic, a little bit more on the edge, and not necessarily nice, but real, and being met, and proper playtime. 3, 2, 1.